one of the things that I was thinking about as we're starting our Powernomics training is what's going on with Tabitha in terms of the backlash that she got over the Target boycott. And one of the things I want to point out to you, if you want to understand what's going on with that Target DEI boycott, which I think is fine if you support it, is I found it one thing that really confused me. Let me just say this, is I didn't understand um, why Target per se, like why just Target, right? Did you all know, like, do you know that if you were to look up the number of companies that cut their DEI programs after Trump got elected, it's like over, I think it's like over 100 companies. Accenture, Verizon, IBM, Qualcomm, McDonald's, Boeing, Booz Allen Hamilton, Citigroup, CNN, Deloitte, Amtrak, Walmart, Ford, Lowe's, Tractor Supply, John Deere, Harley Davidson, Meta, Amazon, Google, Target, that's one of them, obviously, Toyota, Disney, PepsiCo, Caterpillar, and I could keep going. Why Target? I mean, and Target to some extent was a peculiar target because Target is was already struggling before the boycott began. They were getting bad analyst reports before the boycott started. Because their stock used to be like 250, 260, and then it dropped down to like 140, 130. One is I think that there's something going on here that's a little deeper than just a boycott. I think that there are individuals who benefit from corporate shakedowns. I think that if they like, so if you let a company, if you scare the hell out of a company and let them know that you got the power to control black people, then what happens is you can call that person on the phone and they'll say, I want to work with you to make this better. And so they say, hey, I've got this conference coming. I need you to write $100,000 check, or I need to be on your board. I still remember this actually, now that I think about it. This was a scenario years ago where I was involved with Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew and Lil Wayne had conspired to do something that was just absolutely ridiculous. It was nothing but coonery and buffoonery. And so basically, they'd made this Mountain Dew commercial that was like the most racist, ridiculous piece of crap I'd ever seen. But that was after Lil Wayne had made a song where he made a joke about Emmett Till that was highly inappropriate, and the black community was upset about it. So the Till family reached out to me. Their representative called me and asked me to help, and I said sure. And so I said I think the best way to get their attention would be to get their corporate sponsor. Right? Don't talk to the puppet. You talk to the puppet master, right? You don't talk to the puppets don't have a brain. The puppets just do what the master tells them. And I said, as an expert in finances, I can tell you that whoever's writing the checks is the person you want to talk to. Don't talk to them because they're not going to listen to you. So I said, Mountain Dew is sponsoring their tour. I think Lil Wayne and T.I. were going to go on a world tour. I said, let's talk to Mountain Dew. Let's hit them up. And so what happened was it worked basically. And I didn't have a particular issue with him or the rapper Tyler, the Creator. I had an issue with just this idea of hip hop artists feeling that they can comfortably disrespect the black community and ignore the black community just because they're getting money from white people. That drives me insane. It can cover up bad behavior. It can cover up unethical choices. It can cover up just low quality character, right? You're black excellence because you have money. And I can tell you, as a person who studies money for a living, that's a very bad idea. Money is the great deceiver. Money will suck you in and chew you up and spit you out like the devil himself if you're not careful. And so when I look at the boycott with Target, I think about what I saw with Mountain Dew. It looks like kind of the same thing because there's no logical reason. When 150 companies have cut their DEI programs, there's no logical reason to pick one company and say somehow that this company bringing back their DEI program is going to make a significant difference to anybody, right? You have a systematic issue and you're approaching it in a very idiosyncratic, specific kind of way, which in my view only will give you the gift of symbolism. The whole community doesn't benefit from any of this. And even on a broader systematic level, there's very little evidence to show that DEI programs have ever really increased black wealth at all. I'm saying though, I think that when I was seeing what they were doing to poor Tabitha Brown, I said, leave that lady alone. Let that lady do her thing. Let her, if she chooses to disagree or chooses to, move forward in the way that she finds appropriate, let her do that. Or at the very least, maybe ask her to get involved in something that's truly going to make a massive difference, right? Like, so I would love to see Tabitha maybe on a council of black influencers. I'd be happy to offer my support and guidance that's going to help go get these corporations collectively and force them to help us raise $500 million to support black businesses.